What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Salt Shack podcast. My name's Bryce, aka Bruce Blanca, and I'm here with
Caleb or War Monkey 75.
We have a new setup.
We do.
This is just one of many things that are probably gonna change in the set over this entire summer. So let us know if you want us to get anything in the background or whatever.
We're working on stuff.
Yeah.
We got plans. It's just
Money.
yeah,
Money.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
But let us know how you like this. Wow, I'm just inclined to like stare at the camera now.
Yeah. We have our own tables, which is a huge W.
Yeah.
Because we're at the edge of the table. One table that we were at before.
Yeah.
So now we have two tables. So more room to play with Legos on the podcast.
Of course.
All right, so today we got some trivia Caleb's got for me. We're gonna try the other version of wavelength. And if it has a different name, let us know in the comments. We don't really know. We could probably look it up, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll explain it when we do it.
And then we have a part one of a series that we'll just continue doing going forward. Probably, I imagine, unless things literally don't change on this list, like probably 2 to 4 times a year. We have our top 10 favorite movies of all time. Favorite, not best, because it's our list. So, yeah. You want to start with trivia?
Yeah, we can start with trivia. All right, today.
What are you so hesitant about?
Because it's like my top 10 movies like right now. That's what I did.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it multiple times.
Yeah. Anyways. Because it's like, I could add other ones instead of current ones on here.
I'm doing current.
Okay.
So, because I have over 400 movies on my watch list. So, I have a lot of stuff I want to watch that I haven't. Or there's things I just can't remember that I've watched that I really like too. So,
Yeah. It's just been a while.
this is current. That's why this is going to be probably a top 10 we do 2 to 4 times a year, because this could easily change at any time. So, yeah. Anyways, trivia.
Alrighty. Today we've got Toy Story trivia,
Okay.
but it's like all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just start it off.
Okay.
Which Toy Story did Barbie first appear in?
2.
Correct. They wanted to get her in 1, but Hasbro wouldn't give them the license. Which is something I found out while writing this down. What is the name of the pizza place that appears?
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet?
I want a t-shirt, Pizza Planet.
That'd be cool. I'll give you multiple choice if you need it.
Okay.
What is the name of Andy's sister?
Okay, yeah, I'm Indian. Multiple choice.
Cindy, Daisy, Sophie, or Molly?
Molly.
That is Molly.
I should know that. My girlfriend's name is Molly. We haven't watched Pixar movies since last summer when we did our ranking, so it's been a second.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what country is Al shipping the toys to? India, China, Japan, or Russia?
I think it's Japan.
It is Japan.
It was either China or Japan.
Yeah.
And if you didn't give me multiple choice, I might have said China, to be honest.
Alrighty. What was the name of Jesse's first owner? Jane, Emily, Lily, or Maddie?
Emily?
It is Emily.
Okay.
I thought it was Jane. I was like, yeah. Kind of a tough one. A little bit of a tough one.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, were you saying the last one was a tough one?
Yeah. Just 'cause
Yeah, no, Yeah. If I didn't have multiple choice, I was not getting that.
Let me know if you need multiple choice. What color is Andy's cowboy hat?
I'm gonna say it, answer in my head, but I want to hear the multiple choice.
We got brown, red, white, blue.
Blue.
That's your final answer?
That was my guess, so I'm just gonna roll with it. It's probably white though.
It is red.
Wow. Okay. Definitely wasn't gonna be brown.
Yeah, it's too matchy.
Yeah.
And I specifically remember you asking me this question at one point.
Okay.
So, what is Andy's dog's name? Buster, Buddy, or Rover?
Buster.
That is Buster.
Fucking love Buster.
Yeah, no, I think you did like a general Pixar trivia for me once, or like a Toy Story 1.
Yeah, I think it was a Toy Story 1 trivia, maybe.
Yeah, and I just like couldn't remember his name, and I was so defeated. All right. How did Jessie get parted from Emily? Did she give her away, leave her in a box at a park, or Emily sold her?
Left her in a box.
It says the quiz that I got it off of said that she sold her.
Oh yeah, she did she though? I feel like I could have swore she got left at a tree.
Did she get sold to another owner?
Maybe, and then she got left at a
Yeah.
tree. Maybe, yeah.
So apparently Emma, because I can like kind of remember like Jessie playing with someone and then the kid getting too old, and then
I want to look it up now.
Yeah.
It was like I know for a fact she got left at a tree at
Yes.
some point.
yes, it was a bit of a trick question.
It's just seeing that Emily abandoned her everywhere. Not seeing anything. She could have 100. I just know at some point she got left under the bed.
Yeah.
But I swear to God it was Emily that brought her to that tree and left her there. I don't think it was someone else.
We'll give half a point then, because I was also a little like,
Let us know if we're wrong. I swear to
Yeah.
God she was left by Emily. Because I swear Emily was like, oh, found my Jessie toy. And then Jessie was like, oh, we're going to play again. And then she just got dropped off at a tree. So, I don't know.
Who knows? All right.
What?
I did not mark off the correct answer for this, so
I guess we're going to work together and figure this
I'm
out.
pretty sure it's this one though. What is the name of the Triceratops from Toy Story 3? You got Dixie, Lizzie, Trixie, or Missy?
Trixie.
It is Trixie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. I did not.
Yeah, I remember Trixie.
Alrighty. And then we got question number 10. What is Woody's first line? There's a snake in my boot. Reach for the sky. You're my favorite deputy, or you're my best friend.
I'm gonna. Oh God.
Yeah,
Deputy.
it is.
Let's go.
It is. You're my favorite deputy.
Let's go. I don't think Woody ever says you're my best friend.
No.
But I could be wrong. Maybe he does. But this doesn't sound like something
I
he'd
don't
be
think
rigged
so.
to say. So
All right. Well, you got like 8.5 out
just
of 10.
Toy Story goat, I guess.
Yeah, apparently.
I almost said something. I'm not gonna say that though.
Probably for the better.
I was gonna say kiss me, but you'd probably like that too much.
Anyways.
All right, so I actually have something planned that I didn't tell you about.
What the?
This is a new segment.
Okay.
We're gonna call it Bryce Explains Star Wars. Alright?
Oh.
Because without telling you, I binged the entire Obi Wan Kenobi show yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. And I'm gonna review it for you guys. I wrote down notes during the entire time I was watching it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I wrote down in the moment. And then if we want, at the end, we can do our out of 10 ranking or rating for Obi-Wan.
Okay.
You've seen Obi-Wan, right?
I have seen
Okay,
Obi-Wan.
I kind of figured you'd see that.
Yeah.
All right. And this can be a description reminder for you if you don't remember the episodes.
I remember he I don't know. There's this little girl that's super important, and then
Leia.
It is Leia. She's actually a pretty good actor, the little girl. I enjoyed her. She was funny. Yeah. It actually had stuff to do with her adoptive parents too, which was and then there's that little droid and then oh yeah, it's all coming back to me. The Inquisitor was also there. There's that other girl that initially fought Obi-Wan, and she was just eh. And she's one of the Inquisitor's Padawans, and then Vader was also there at the end. Yeah, alright.
Alright, episode 1. Obi-Wan been hiding for 10 years, works as butcher. Uncle Owen doesn't want Obi near Luke. Leia is a princess, but likes adventuring. Inquisitors are former Jedi. They hunt Jedi now. Leia gets caught by bandits. Reva is a wanker. That's the girl I think you're talking about that works under the Inquisitors. Reva is a wanker who wants Obi-Wan so bad.
Yeah.
Inquisitor and fifth brother based as fuck. Obi-Wan told to help Leia. That's episode 1. I think I wrote Inquisitor and fifth brother based as fuck because she was just being stupid and trying to kill people, and they were like, nah, you gotta chill out. And she was like, yeah. All right, episode 2. They are on Daya, the really bad planet with drugs and stuff. Yeah. Leia's trapped there. Obi-Wan tries to ask for help from fake Jedi Kingo from Eternals. Reva, once again not listening to her group, annoying as fuck. Everyone chases them. Reva almost gets Obi, kills Grand Inquisitor, blames it on Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan told Anakin is alive, has mild panic attack. That was episode 2. Episode 3, Obi-Wan and Leia get a ride from Freck. Do you remember Freck? Freck, big funny.
Didn't
He's like, hello.
Didn't he
get in my car?
Did he die in this episode?
Obi-Wan elbowed him in the back and he went, ah, and then fell to the ground. So maybe, I don't know. You don't see him for the rest of the show, but I enjoy Freck. He big funny. Oh, get a ride from Freck, who was big funny. But semi works with the Empire. Tala helps them and tries to get him out of the tunnel. Tala is the Imperial officer that is a spy and helps them throughout the show. Vader shows up and Obi-Wan starts moaning and having an anxiety attack. Then fights Vader. Finally draws his lightsaber after 3 episodes. Clearly is rusty with the Force. Vader burns his ass alive. and Reva snatches Leia. That's episode 3. All right.
How many episodes were there?
6.
Okay.
Episode 4. Obi-Wan and Tala had to sneak into the Inquisitor base to get Leia. Reva is annoying as fuck. Tried to torture Leia to get answered. Dumbass got outplayed. And then Vader choked her ass out. But finds out Reva changes Leia's droid and is now a tracker. That was episode 4.
Okay.
Episode 5. Show starts with Obi and Anakin around Attack of the Clones. Awesome. Vader PTSD. Reva must want to suck Vader's penis. She's a Grand Inquisitor for some dumb fuck reason. Reva was a youngling and played dead. Finally some arc for her, Jesus. She wants to kill Vader, eventually. Ned B. You remember Ned B? The yellow droid?
Oh, yeah.
Got a Glock.
Yes, he does.
Tala sacrifice. She bombed her and Ned to stop them from coming closer.
And then didn't really.
No, did nothing.
Didn't really help.
Literally did nothing. Leia looks for wires for fucking 20 minutes. Vader pulls down wrong plane. Reva tries to kill Vader. Vader proceeds to absolutely toy with her ass. Inquisitor actually didn't die.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that, but whatever. Then we got the last episode. How Reva survived is beyond me, but she did. Twice. She's looking for Luke. Haja, aka Kingo from Eternals, the goat. But he drops Obi-Wan's like message thing, which makes Reva go after Luke, which is dumb as fuck, but whatever. And then the badass battle between Obi-Wan and Vader. My only complaints, Vader's fight style is very odd to me. The saber fighting was really, really good, but his earthquake attack was really odd to me. Like, why would he do that? Why? Also, this is when I start kind of having issues. Vader's whole thing was he does not kneel down for anyone but the Emperor. He knelt down twice in the series to light a fire, which he could have easily just done by swinging his fucking lightsaber.
Yeah.
And then he knelt down to do the earthquake attack, which just looked super fucking unnatural. Because this is like Vader, like, literally, like, days from coming out of that incubator thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'd even know how to kneel down like that and fight, but maybe I'm just stupid.
Yeah. So during the Forest episode, when I was talking about like how I wish they used the Force more, that's like what I was talking about.
Yeah, why not just fucking smash it with the Force? Like, he
Yeah.
buried Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
but he had to kneel down to do it. Like, whatever. Anyways.
But yeah, like more Force stuff like that instead of lifting C-3PO in a chair.
Yeah.
like the Force fighting is so sick when he's throwing all the rocks. Like when Obi-Wan like hits like Zen mode and like picks up all the rocks and just like that's awesome.
Yeah, Obi-Wan didn't have to kneel down for that.
Yeah.
He went.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I also don't agree with, this is me talking on here again. I also don't agree with Reva attacking Luke's family. Dumb. I did not like that. The partial Vader / Anakin voice was dope as fuck, because you could hear
Yeah.
both of them at once when he got sliced.
But yeah, with the helmet.
Yeah. I get this is a prequel, but the fact Obi-Wan didn't kill Vader means everyone Vader kills going forward is on Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
That is my biggest takeaway from this entire show. Reva abused becomes the abuser arc is really underwhelming, but I guess she fixed it at the end. I guess. I just kind of hated her the entire show.
Sounds like it.
So I didn't really feel any sympathy for her when she was like bawling to Obi-Wan like, did I become him? Yeah, so a little bit. She didn't kill Luke, but like, still, you're kind of just a
Yeah.
jackass. And then I ended it with all in caps. Qui-Gon, fuck yeah!
Yep. Little Force Ghost at the end.
Yep.
Because, like, throughout the whole show, Obi-Wan's like, Qui-Gon?
Yeah, that would have. I'm not even kidding with you. This might be like super like. This is just because I love Qui-Gon, so it's like not fair. I would have docked the show a whole point if Qui-Gon didn't show up. He was talking to him the entire show.
Yeah.
If he did not show up at all, what's the fucking point of even doing that?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure they wouldn't name drop him the entire show if he wasn't going to show up.
yeah, like, come on. But I popped off so hard for that shit.
Yeah, I bet.
Because it was just right at the end. He was like, Master. And then Qui-Gon turned around. And I was like,
Yeah, Bryce at 9 p.m.
I'm not even kidding. That was at like 12:30 at night last night. I was like,
Oh.
so there's Bryce Explains Obi Wan Kenobi show. What do you give it out of 10? I would give it a 6 out of 10.
I was just about to say 6. I
There's a lot I didn't like with the show, especially unfortunately with the last episode. A lot of it was like, I don't know. I like enjoyed the saber fight between Vader and Obi-Wan,
yeah.
but once Vader started like doing shit I've never seen him do before, I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, you see them use their powers in that way, and then, like I keep saying, in the movies, it's like, they do nothing even close to that.
Exactly.
It's like, man.
So like, why would Vader be doing it pre-sequel
Yeah.
if he doesn't even consider doing it in any of the...
Yeah.
Or not pre-sequel,
No.
pre-trilogy.
Yeah.
So he also fucking ripped a ship out of the sky. Was it the wrong ship? Yes. But that kind of proves like that he probably could have done that earthquake thing without even kneeling down.
No. That a lot of comparisons are made when like Kylo Ren is like fighting Rey, like pulling back the fake Chewbacca ship. When they were like, oh, here's Kylo trying to pull this ship. Here's Vader doing it without like any hesitation.
Yeah.
It's like just their power level difference is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. It was fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of I'll give Leia credit, the actor. She's very young.
Oh,
she
yeah.
did pretty well.
Yeah, she's funny.
But there was also times where I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like when it took her the entire episode 2 to figure out Obi-Wan was actually a Jedi, it was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, yeah, so.
Another thing they teased in I think it's The Last Jedi where the ship blows up and Leia like floats through space.
Yeah.
They teased the fact that she's like force sensitive, which I think the original plan that George Lucas was gonna do, like that both of them were like Jedis and not just Luke. Like Leia was also supposed to be one.
Yeah.
Which they only really show her being force sensitive in like the last 2 movies because she like feels it when everyone dies through the force. So it's like we're just gonna like we can't really go back and add her being force sensitive in every other movie. So it's like
I mean, she was force sensitive in Return of the Jedi.
Was she?
And Empire. She knew where Luke was at the bottom of the ship when he fell.
Oh.
So she was a little force sensitive. I think she was still trying to learn it during that time, but not nearly as strong as she was in the sequels.
Nope.
Fucking zooming through space.
Yeah, perfectly fine. And then, yeah, I know they like tried to cap it off with being like, oh yeah, Leia didn't want to do it because she saw her son go to the dark side. And it was like, yeah, you're just making up bullshit. Like, I see what you're trying to do, but like,
Yeah.
no.
Anyways, so that's Obi-Wan. We'll do this again when I watch a different show.
Ahsoka.
I think Andor's next for me.
I haven't even watched Andor.
Well, if you want to watch Andor with me, maybe I'll start Andor soon.
I haven't watched Ahsoka. I haven't watched Mandalorian season 2 and 3.
Oh boy.
Maybe just season 3. I don't know. There's a handful of Star Wars shows I have not watched. Like this season 2 and 3 of Bad Batch.
I was gonna say, I don't think you've seen those Bad Batch seasons yet either.
Nope.
So, should we do some wavelength before we start top 10?
Yeah.
All right.
What theme should we pick?
So, this version of wavelength, we're gonna say a theme, and then we're gonna have 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna say something that is along the lines of that theme, and then we're gonna keep going until we finally guess or say the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
So instead of guessing a number, we're gonna be guessing the same thing.
Yeah, like same person or item, or it can be anything.
So this could be really goofy. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just start with Marvel.
Okay. And like we can't say the same word twice, so I can't just keep saying the same thing over and over and over
that'd be
until
dumb.
you also say it. Okay. I've got what I want to say.
Okay.
Ready?
3,
3, 2, 1.
Drax.
Captain America.
Okay.
Now we have to think of like a person.
All right.
I
got mine.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Star-Lord. There you go.
Alrighty.
And that's the end of the podcast.
Well, I was like, well, who's a leader, but also Drax? Like, I wasn't gonna go. You could have said Hulk. Like, if you lean more towards Drax.
Yeah, but Cap leader. Star-Lord's the leader of the Guardians. Drax is in the Guardians. Yeah. All right, you pick a theme this time.
Okay.
Marvel was a little easy, but I wanted to test the water on that.
We can go Star Wars.
Oh boy. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Chewbacca. You were really trying to get that first try.
Yeah, I was.
All right. I know one. I think you should know also what I'm thinking right now. So.
Oh God. Okay. Pressure's on, man.
If you don't get mine, I'm just gonna throw a fit.
Well, I have a feeling I don't really know what it is, to be honest. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Han
Obi Wan.
Solo. God damn it.
Uh.
All right. Oh, perfect. You gotta know this one.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Leia.
Luke.
God damn it! Fuck's sake. Holy hell. Alright. Fuck, I don't really know what to guess now. Alright, I know.
I have an idea.
I have an idea.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The
Anakin.
Okay. I got it. You know what I'm thinking right now.
I hope so.
You absolutely have no idea what I'm thinking right now.
No. All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Younglings.
Yoda.
All right, come on.
Okay.
You gotta know this one.
I know what's coming next.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Jedi.
Lightsaber.
What the fuck?
But I know what's coming next.
Don't know what's coming next.
Do you have an idea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3,
It's not gonna be right, but I have an idea.
3, 2, 1.
Mace
Sith.
Windu. I was actually kind of thinking Sith, but I was gonna say Empire, if anything, so that would have been wrong anyways.
Okay. Mace Windu.
All right, we're really going through the mud on this one. Leia and Luke hurts. It was so close. It's so far. My mic's gonna be peaking this entire segment.
Sith and Mace Windu.
You know what to say next.
I'm like between two people. Things.
I said you know to guess, so yeah, I kind of blew the load on that one. I know. I got mine.
3, 2, 1.
Dooku.
Emperor.
Wait, so we can't guess anything we've said before,
I'm pretty
or
sure.
we just can't say it twice in a row. So we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna have literally no words to come back to what we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
What'd you say, Emperor? And I said Dooku.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, I know what to say.
All right.
I just hope we're thinking of the same thing.
All right. Say it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Darth
Maul.
Let's
Okay.
fucking go.
Ooh,
I was gonna say that if you didn't say Darth Maul, we might as well have just quit there.
Yeah, because I was like, it's definitely an apprentice. I don't know if you're thinking Vader, Grievous, or Maul, but I was like, I'm just gonna go with Maul.
Thank God. Okay.
So stressful.
Yeah, Jesus. All right, let's do one more. What theme should we do though? Should we do Mario?
Yeah, we can do Mario.
Mario's a pretty open-ended one. Could be literally any of the games, any character. I know what you're thinking though.
You know what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Funky
Mario
Kong.
Kart.
Are you fucking kidding me? All right. You know what next? I know what next. Come on, you know it.
Oh God.
You're gonna hate yourself if you don't say what I'm saying.
Yeah, probably. 3, 2, 1.
Moo
Daisy.
Meadows. What made you say Daisy?
The other
Funky
meta.
Kong? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
Because like I don't know if I could say Wii because I just like said Mario
no,
Kart.
definitely not. Okay, Daisy and Moo Meadows. You know what to say? I know what to say. I don't think you're gonna guess what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Daisy and Moo Moo.
Okay, I know it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Mock
Daisy
bike.
Circuit.
Mock Bike would have been a good one for Daisy Circuit too. Shit. Alright. Yikes. I have no fucking clue where to go from here. I have an idea.
I have something.
All
So
right.
3, 2, 1.
Peach.
Flame Runner. I know where to go. I know what to say.
Alright. I don't, but
All right, ready?
it's between two.
3, 2, 1.
Bowser.
Peach.
I was thinking of people that were with Peach and on the Flame Runner. So I said Bowser.
Yeah.
You said Peach Beach.
Yes.
You know what to say.
Okay.
You know what to say.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Cataclax. Let's go. Let's go. There was nothing else to say about
Yeah.
Peach Beach. That is the
Hidden shortcut. Hidden not shortcut.
Spear.
Yeah.
I would have had to hit you if you said spear instead of cataclack. All right, that was
Boring
fun.
layout. No.
Yeah. Dumb track. L track. All right. That was fun. We'll try to do that again.
Yeah.
Or I think this would be fun with a guest.
That'd be like terrible to get all three of us to say the same.
That'd be crazy. The first one would probably be better with guests, like the first version.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
all right, top 10. So, like we said earlier, this is our top 10 current favorite movies of all time. Current favorite, not best of all time. Current favorite.
Current favorite of all time.
So, these are movies we like. If you don't like the same movies, that's
Well,
a
go watch
bummer.
'em.
Exactly. Go watch them. If you have movies to suggest that we watch that could end up on our top 10, suggest them in the comments, and then we'll go watch them.
We're also on Letterboxd, so you can check
Exactly.
out what movies
So-
we've seen.
You can go check out our like updated ratings and stuff because I pulled a lot from Letterboxd for this. So,
Me too.
did you ever end up updating your Star Wars rankings?
Yeah. I will say some of these are more recent, and some of
Yeah.
them are like movies that I can watch over and over and over forever.
Exactly. That's why it's top 10 current favorite movies.
Yeah, I
because
did.
recency bias is a thing,
Yeah.
and that's why we're gonna do this segment 3-4 times a year because it's gonna change at all times. Next week you could ask me this list; it could be all swapped. So I'll do my honorable mentions first.
Okay.
So first honorable mention, a movie I watched very recently. You'll see a lot of recency bias on either list. You never know. I don't know his list, so maybe not with his, but me. I got Godzilla -1. I just watched that on Netflix. Banger.
Okay.
Best Godzilla movie I've ever seen.
How many have you seen?
I've seen like 4 or 5. Seen a lot of the original ones, but
Okay.
those ones are also very outdated. So I have not seen any of the newer ones, but I've also heard they're not very good either. So I don't know. Maybe if they come out with another Godzilla Kong movie, we'll watch all of them, and because there's a whole universe for that.
Yeah.
Without spoiling anything, this is probably the best character work you'll ever see in a Godzilla movie. Cared more about the characters more than Godzilla in this movie. Short description, because this doesn't spoil anything. You follow a kamikaze pilot from the war. He does not do it. He doesn't do his mission.
Sure.
Lands on an island. Godzilla's there.
Naturally.
He could have shot Godzilla to kill him, but chose not to because he got scared. And then Godzilla killed like everyone on the island but him. So he lives with this PTSD of Godzilla. And then that's all I'm going to say. Banger.
Giant lizard.
Lizard guy. One thing I will say is I really wish I saw this in theaters. The
I'm sure
IMAX would have went fucking
Yeah.
insane.
Sure, the sound was great.
There's a scene, this does not spoil anything, where he was in a city and he did his charged ray and his like back was creaking and then he shoots the blast and it's like the Oppenheimer level of like silent to like
Yeah.
it was crazy. I wish I could see it if it ever comes back to theaters, I want to go see it because that'd be nuts. So
Then I bet like Jurassic Park goes crazy in theaters.
oh yeah, there's another Jurassic World coming out next year.
I have not seen any of the Jurassic World
I saw the
movies.
original and it was like okay. All right. Anyways, this is honorable mention, so I'll go a little bit quicker. Next, I have Revenge of the Sith, a movie I saw very recently. Very good movie. I have Get Out, one of my top favorite horror movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Just so good. I have Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
It is one of my... Surprisingly, it seems like it's a hot take based off of podcasts that I've seen, that having Toy Story 2 over 1, and just having Toy Story 2 in my top area anyways. And then my last one, we all love it. It's The Christmas Story.
Dude.
That was in no order, by the way. Probably had that Christmas Story last if that was the case, but it's a fucking certified hood classic.
Like a minor spoiler, I don't have it on my list, but I really like A Christmas Story. It's genuinely so funny to me.
Yeah. It just holds up so good
It
too.
does.
All right.
Your
Your honorable mentions.
For my honorable mentions, I've got Corpse Bride, movie I can watch over and over. Tim Burton, and actually, I don't know if Danny Elfman did the music for it.
I'd imagine.
It makes sense if he did.
I can look while you're talking.
Anything in the Tim Burton style, I'll always be entertained. And I do really like the music. I'm a big fan of Bone Jangles, who is voiced by Danny Elfman. So I can't imagine he wouldn't do the music and the character. And that'll lead me into
Elfman composed 5 songs for Burton's Corpse Bride. I don't know what that means, but
so like not all the music, but some of them.
yeah.
That leads me to Nightmare Before Christmas, absolute classic.
Surprised this isn't on your top 10, to be honest.
I haven't watched it in like 6 months, and I wanted to.
I haven't seen in like 2 weeks. If I saw it today, it'd be number 1 though.
Yes, yeah. No, I wanted to put other movies on it. Also absolute classic. Music goes so hard. It's just, the theme is crazy. It's so good. I've got Across the Spider-Verse. I've seen it in theaters twice, and I haven't been able to watch it anytime since. So I'm sure if I watched it more, if it was like more available, I don't think it's out.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't watched it again, but still a great movie to see in theaters.
You're not really a Netflix guy though. I don't see you surfing on Netflix very often.
No.
Maybe do in your room by yourself, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I would leech off my parents' account, but now it like wants me to prove my location, so I can only use it on my
take
phone.
ours too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. We got Wall-E on there, just another like feel good like movie. Just
Wall-E.
yeah. I can watch that all the time.
The current bestseller on Lego.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Forrest pulled that out of his ass. That's crazy.
I know. I mean, it's because I said up.
It's because you guys went blow for blow on that one.
Yeah. And then I've got Revenge of the Sith on there. I could watch that all the time. There's so many like peak moments in it. So, yeah.
All right. My number 10 is Avengers Infinity War. Just such a good movie. It's my favorite MCU movie. I just think it just plays off of Civil War so good, with everyone being distant from each other. The start of the movie being Thanos just destroying what's left of the Asgardians and choking out Loki and killing him for real.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Hulk being in a traumatic Thanos is coming and no one's ready for it is like, youch. Like, that's a crazy way to start. And this is the first time the Avengers lose in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's plenty of losses they take, but they don't lose. This is a loss for them. Yeah, I mean, just great. So, yeah.
All right. At number 10, I've got Dune. I genuinely enjoyed.
Just wait till you see the second
I
one.
I know. I enjoyed it a lot. It was like, it always gets compared to Star Wars, but it's not really Star Wars. It's like
Dune did first.
they they did.
They wrote the book first before George Lucas made the movie.
So it's like I don't know. I just like seeing something that's close to Star Wars. I guess you could go with like, oh, Star Trek. I haven't watched Star Trek.
Fuck no. I don't plan on watching Star Trek either. Sorry, Star Trek fans.
Someday I will. I will get to it. But it was neat to see something like fairly similar, but not be like Star Wars. So
yeah,
it was very good.
Now I want to watch that when we're done. The second one. All right, number 9. Besides the X-Men movie we watched last night, the most recent movie I've watched, I have The Iron Claw. It's a movie that came out last year. It is a wrestling movie about the Von Erich family, a very legendary family, and you're not even a wrestling fan, but this movie, I think you'd like this movie probably. Anyone would like this movie probably.
I really like the Fiend documentary. Like that was awesome.
Yeah. So this is like, it's that, but like, I know you love Bray Wyatt. I love Bray Wyatt, but just imagine that, but like 15 times fucking worse. Like this movie sucks. Like so pretty much it's about this family. It's like a family of like 4 boys, I think. Zac Efron is the main character. Great. This movie missed out on the Oscars by like a month or something, so they didn't submit anything. This probably could have easily been like Cillian Murphy won the Oscar for Best Actor. I think Zac Efron would have been up there too. Like that was insane. But since I kind of want to show you this movie, I won't say too much about it, but just an overall like really sad story about this family that just cannot stop taking losses. So yeah.
Alrighty. At number 9, I've got an absolute classic. We've got The Breakfast Club. Did I make you watch The Breakfast Club?
Not yet.
I know I made Evelyn watch The Breakfast Club, and she really liked it. It's like the premise is like all of these kids from different like friend groups in a school like all have detention, and they all go in on a Saturday, and it just kind of happens from there. And you've got like the jock, the nerd, the popular girl, the like the weird meowing girl, like yeah. It'll make sense.
I was not expecting that.
Like, what? She like licks herself like a cat in the beginning.
The weird meowing girl. Like what the fuck?
It'll make sense when you watch
You could
it.
have like you're probably completely right. I was not expecting that. Jock, nerd, the meowing girl.
I know she does something that resembles a cat at some point. But it's so like that probably like it's obviously a lot exaggerated, but it's still like, oh yeah, like classic shenanigans that would happen in school. But yeah, it's a great movie.
Number 8, a movie you still haven't seen, La La Land.
No.
This is a movie I will be making you watch.
Yeah, I mean,
it is on Netflix again.
To watch it at some point.
Just such a good fucking movie. The music's great in it. Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling. Can't beat that duo. Except for Andrew and Emma, but that's a different story. Andrew let Emma die, so.
Yikes.
Another movie I won't go too far into just because I want you to see it. Pretty much the Jesus Christ. Sebastian, and I can't remember her name. Jesus Christ. Let me look it up because I have not seen this movie in a couple months, but Sebastian and Mia, Emma Stone and Ryan meet at a random place, and then they're just kind of intertwined ever since then. Start dating. Great movie. Ending is fucking insane.
Okay.
Like, mind-boggling. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Alrighty. At number 8, I've got Ponyo. This is a one of the Studio Ghibli movies.
Okay, I was gonna say, I've never heard of this before.
I remember when this came out on Redbox.
Nice.
I remember when I saw commercials of this while watching like Cartoon Network. And then and I remember seeing it at Redbox outside of like our local
What's it
Walgreens.
called? Ponyo?
Ponyo.
How do you spell it?
Ponyo. I believe it came out in like 2011, 2012, maybe a little earlier.
You said Cartoon Network, and I was like, I feel like I should have seen this commercial then if it was on Cartoon Network.
Or maybe it was on PBS. I watched both.
Just such a big PBS guy.
PBS Kids, yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't be on PBS, though.
I don't know.
It'd make a lot more sense if it was Cartoon Network, speaking that it is, like, an animated movie.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Anyways, Ponyo.
Yeah, no. I recently started watching, like, a ton of the Studio Ghibli movies, and this was like the second or third one that I watched, and like it's still like all of the movies I've watched are like very, very heartwarming, and like so this is probably the second most like batshit one where it's like this is like kind of a huge stretch from real life, because there's I'll talk about other ones at a different point. But Ponyo, basically this like moon goddess, sun goddess. Maybe she's like an ocean goddess. I don't know. This god that like roams the ocean has like kids with this guy, and they're like fish. And then the fish become intelligent because he like the guy is a human, but he brews potions so he can like do stuff, and then the fish gets into the potions and becomes a person for a little bit, and then she meets this little boy, and then it kind of like goes from there. But then they're like, where'd my daughter go? And then so like they start throwing a hissy fit and stuff like that. But it's just like it's very heartwarming when you watch it. It's a very good movie.
And we can watch a ton of those and then rank them. I don't know how easily accessible they are, but
Yeah, I think Evelyn and I had to rent one of them.
I see a lot of them on Max. I think they're all on Max. That's huge.
I was gonna say I know
I
a
have
ton of them
Max.
are free. So
Yeah. All right, number 7, Empire Strikes Back. My favorite Star Wars movie. Now, if we were talking about best movies of all time, like just genuinely best movies, I think this would be a top 2, top 3 movie for
Really?
me. Like, it's just genuinely shot so well for the like time it came out. It'd probably be this, and like New Hope would probably also have to be up there. They're just so important.
yeah, from like 1977, A New Hope, and then Empire.
Like
was
New Hope, most important, like one of the most important movies ever made, and then Empire just has one of the best twist endings of all time. Like, it's pretty hard not to have them up there. But anyways, so it's at 7 for me. It's just a lot of fun. Like, it's just a really fun movie. The whole Luke and Yoda stuff is a good time.
the training montage.
Yeah, Han Solo's great in it. Like, Darth Vader and Luke's fight was pretty fun. So, yeah.
I'm glad you like that movie so much. Like, it makes me happy that you enjoy Star Wars.
I've always enjoyed Star Wars.
but
It's
it's
just something I haven't gone on my way to watch.
yeah.
So,
Um,
because I did buy the Cantina before
you
we even
did.
saw. Well, you've seen them. Before I saw those movies again. So
But it's like Forrest and I kind of knew that you would enjoy it after seeing the movies anyways. So it's like
yeah,
now you're like, this is even cooler.
yeah,
Um, at number 7 is one of those movies I can watch over and over and probably like pause it and analyze it. Creep. I actually like genuinely enjoy Creep a lot. Um, I like the feel of like kind of like the hominess of the movie. It's not like way overproduced. It's really seems like they took like a really high quality phone and a tripod and they just like had these like general bases of a character and then they were like, okay, let's just shoot and see what happens.
yeah. It gives a lot of hope to the short, not short film, but like the
Like low
smaller,
budget.
yeah,
Yeah.
low budget type stuff. So
Yeah.
third one in the works. Apparently it's done. Apparently this needs to be sold off to a distribution center.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we're definitely watching that.
I just have a really funky feeling it's gonna be like not very good.
Yeah.
And like those, it's like I know we started VHS, but you never finished it. I have an awful feeling it's gonna be kind of like that,
Okay.
like a montagey type horror movie, because it's about the tapes that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyways,
But yeah, it seems like they had this idea of a horror movie, and they're like, you know what? Let's get this cabin for a couple days, shoot all this stuff, and let's just make this movie. And they did, and it's actually like really good.
yeah,
And the fact that they like open the cabinet and there's just like all of these tapes of this stuff that Joseph has done, you're like, and this is just one of them.
mm-hmm.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
Genuinely a great horror movie. All right.
Number 6, I have Into the Spider-Verse. Such a fucking crazy movie, honestly. Like, just absolutely like I can't even find the words to say. When this movie came out, it was just insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got our standard Pixar type stuff. Like,
Someone's munching in the other room.
Maple is just going ham on her
Yeah.
food. That's a lot louder than it normally is.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, like, and then there's just like the way they film this and like animate it is just next fucking level.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Like the comic book style.
Like, yeah, just so good. Just like a really like easy story to follow too, even if you're not super into Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man died on this world, Miles needs to take over for him.
Yep.
Gets bit by a spider not in this universe, but starts to learn how to become Spider-Man. Yeah. So, great movie. Honestly.
No, it
So
really
good.
is. And like, I guess it's not into, but it's across. Like, I really like just, yeah, the style of animation is so like creative and it's like, at first it was like, this is kind of goofy. Like the trailers were like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then after watching it, you're like, damn.
I don't think anyone would have really like when the trailers came out, I feel like no one was like, this is gonna be like a 10 out of 10 movie. Like, could be a fun little animated Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. This is easily one of the better things Sony's ever made with the license. So
At number 6, I've got one of those. Yeah, I could probably rewatch this over and over whenever someone wanted to. Got Silence of the Lambs. Like dude, just Hannibal Lecter, the character, can like just does the whole movie for me. Like he's always like 10 steps ahead, but he was helping both sides. But he was also like doing exactly what he wanted to do the entire time, and it was just.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
if we ever watch this again, it can't be for the marathon. It'd be
Yeah.
your automatic one. So
Yeah,
look
probably.
forward to our horror marathon, by the way,
Hmm.
this year. We started like talking about it like a couple days ago, and we are like, this could be a really interesting marathon of movies because
Yeah.
we hit a lot of like the classics last year for it.
Yes.
So it's gonna be really interesting this year. So yeah.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be great. But I definitely highly recommend, if you have never watched Silence of the Lambs, make sure to look up the trigger warnings first if that is something you need to do. Because I don't want to recommend a movie and then you're like, this caused me like so much like mental strain. Why'd you do that? Uh, but yeah, it's great.
Number 5, I have Dune Part 2. Yeah, this movie fucks. Like, just the world building is insane. Like, you get it a lot in the first one because obviously when this came out, everyone knew this would end up being a trilogy. So they took a lot of time out of the first movie to world build, get to know these characters, and then like something big happens where a lot of people die, da da da.
Yep.
So Dune Part 2, I've only seen it once. It was in the theater, and I need to rewatch it again. But like this was just so good. Like everything about it was great. The characters are just amazing. The villain, fucking awesome. It's just one of those like when this movie initially came out, everyone was saying this is gonna be one of those like second movies in the trilogy that will live on for a very long time as one of the best movies ever. So yeah, I'm excited for you to watch it,
I really want to. Definitely.
especially if you like Dune that much. To have it at 10,
Dude, I did like Dune a lot.
so like yeah,
At number 5, we've got my go-to answer if people ask me what my favorite movie is. I got Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I was kind of expecting it to be a 1, honestly. Your number 1 is probably like Bumblebee or
Elf
something.
Bowling.
We should do a top 10 worst movies we've ever seen.
That'd be fun. Um, yeah, no, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is also one of those movies where I watch over and over, and like, well, I can watch over and over, and like it gets more clever every time. It's one of those classic like day off from school, like I'm gonna pretend to be sick, and then here's all the shenanigans we're gonna go through the entire day. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm so.
We need to end the podcast.
Yeah, you know what? The rest don't matter. No, the probably my favorite character in the movie though is like the principal. Like he's written so well. Like he's professional, but he's also an idiot. So it's like, oh, just the dumb stuff that goes throughout the entire movie. Like Ferris is a great character, and the the best friend. He's always like, I'm so sick, like actually sick in the movie, and he's like, fine, I guess I'll go out, and just it comes full circle at points, and it's just so good.
I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so. You know what we need to do? Because
What?
we have so many fucking movies we need to see. One of these days, we should just assign each other a movie to watch, and we'll just fucking watch it alone.
Yeah,
Because if we want to watch shit together, it's gonna take so long to get through movies we want to watch.
yeah,
Well, every once in a while, I'll have to pick one that we watch together, just because, like Dune, I'm watching with you, because I want to watch Dune again. So, yeah. Number 4, I have Toy Story 3, my favorite Pixar movie of all time. Just such a good fucking ending to
Yeah.
Toy Story, dude. Like, everyone gives a lot of shit to Toy Story 4, and I've seen takes where it's like Toy Story 4 ruins part of what was so good about that trilogy. just don't consider it a part of the trilogy then.
Yeah.
Trilogy is 3 movies. Toy Story 4 is the 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to be a part of the trilogy. Notice how in Star Wars, we don't consider the sequels a part of the OG trilogy because it's not a part of it. So just, I mean, yes, it's all connected. But it doesn't ruin the OG trilogy because the sequels are bad. Like, come on. Anyways. Lotso, one of the most fucking ferocious villains. Like, genuinely one of the most frustrating guys ever. Just so many funny moments. Like, Spanish Buzz is so funny. Like, it's so good. And, like, I can't remember who I saw had this take, but they were saying that, like, Toy Story 3 is one of their favorite heist movies. And I agree. Because they're fucking trying to escape this prison. It's, like, it's laid out like a heist movie, and it's just awesome. Like, and then, of course, you get the ending with Andy passing the torch. Awesome.
Dude, do you know what her name is? That's gonna be one of my trivia questions.
I should know it.
It's kind of an older name.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Anyways.
Alrighty. After
4,
that,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. At number 4, I've got My Neighbor Totoro, another Studio Ghibli movie.
I kind of figured this would be up there for you.
It's probably the most like realistic one. Basically this.
You do kind of look like Totoro.
Alrighty. This family like moves into this new house, and then the daughters are like stumbling around in the woods, and they come across like this giant pathway, and that leads to Totoro. And then basically he's like a woodland spirit, like he's more of a Japanese like fairy tale type, like mythology type thing. So it was cool to like explore like what they would their like fairy tales do. Like we've got what, like Pinocchio.
I would not call Pinocchio a fairy tale, but
no, it's
I bet
cool.
You wish you were Pinocchio.
I am a real boy. Anyways, yeah. No, it's just really cool to explore like their take on it, like what they developed over in Japan versus like what we have here. It's just a very heartwarming movie.
Number 3, I have Whiplash. I fucking love Whiplash, dude. It's so fucking good. Like, I've now seen this movie probably like 3 times because I watched it, showed Forrest, and I showed you. Then we showed Tony. So I've watched it 4 times.
So where's Babadook, huh? No.
That'd be number 1 if it was times watched. Sorry, inside joke. Anyways, just so fucking good. Like, so good. J.K. Simmons was out of his goddamn mind in this movie. And Miles Teller is great too. Played that perfect obsessed band geek.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so good. Like, and the end, like the final like 15 minutes of the movie is just fucking perfection. Like,
the full circle moment.
Like the playing the drums without JK starting and then being like, fuck you. Like, it's so good. Like,
you off of me.
It's like the perfect like case study of just wanting something so fucking bad. And like, there's just so many obstacles in front of you. And like, JK is just such a bad person, but he also wants the best for you at the same time. It's crazy. Like, yeah, so good.
Alrighty. At number 3, I've got Howl's Moving Castle, which is another studio.
I was gonna say I've never fucking heard of that movie.
Now this one is like kind of a like a steampunk setting. and they don't like have like modern technology yet, so like no phones. Well, I guess they didn't really. They did use like a landline in it, so that's about as far as they got with like that type of technology. Um, but yeah, eventually this guy comes around uh in like this giant like boat mansion. It'll make sense when you see it. Um, named Howell, and he's like a wizard. So it's like steampunk and magic combined. And then there's this lady called like the Wicked Witch of the Swamp or something like that.
West.
I know, I know. It's uh, Wicked Witch of the Warped. I don't know. She's just this witch that wants to like steal Howell's power, and then like and then they both get called upon by this other person that needs help because there's like a war that's gonna go on. It's I don't know. I just highly recommend it as well. It reminded me of like D&D, which is like why I enjoyed it so much. It's all of the Ghibli movies are like so like heartwarming too, and they're all made by like this one guy who's like I don't he's
Heard he's
goated.
done. Like
Yeah.
last year was his last
Yeah.
movie,
But
which beat out fucking Spider-Verse. Sorry. There's no way it's that good. Sorry.
he can be done. He's created so many bangers. It's insane. But yeah, Howl's Moving Castle.
Number 2, I have Across the Spider-Verse. I don't care how legendary he is. There's no way the boy in the heron is fucking better than Across the Spider-Verse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, this movie lives in my head daily. The strike pushing beyond to a date that we don't know is such an edge. Respect all the actors and
The
writers that
like,
got their money.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
But also like grr.
Like, youch. Just such a good fucking movie. Like, just when you thought like the into like animation was just insane, like Across took it to another
Yep.
level. Like,
With having like the worlds and the characters be like specific to them.
yeah, exactly. Each world is a little bit different. The one without Spider-Man is rainy, and Miles is the Prowler. It's super rainy. Gwen's world is
Gwen's
super
world.
like vibrant, like, and it all depends on how your like characters are feeling. Like if they're feeling sad, it's blue, stuff like that. Just great. Storytelling's great. The Spider-Man chase scene is just unbelievable. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could be totally wrong. I could be just like saying shit, but I'm pretty sure they said that scene took like 5 years to make in real time. So,
I mean,
which makes sense. And just
yeah.
all the there's just so much stuff. Go watch it if you haven't. It's on Netflix. Well, how Netflix can't just get into and Across on Netflix at the same time is beyond me. I don't know how that stuff works, how licensing and like time frame of when the movie's on there works, because I have no fucking idea. But yeah, Across the Spider-Verse is so fucking good.
At number 2, I've got Whiplash. As a jazz musician, I have not had that experience.
I hope no one has that experience. That is abuse. That's abuse, brother.
Yeah.
That's assault, brother.
I do like understand wanting to like be great though, and listening to all like the previous legends that have played your instrument before. So it's like, oh wow, like this is peak. Like I mean, Buddy Rich is a great example as like the best jazz drummer, and there's other like well-known names that are like, damn, that's like you've made it. But yeah, no, it's insane, like the dedication and like just wanting to be the greatest. Like the drive he has is crazy, and like just the stuff he pulls off, and makes himself go through is like, damn. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, being so obsessed with something can make you forget everything else. And it's like,
Just the scenes that physically make you cringe too, like on purpose, is just unreal.
like the dinner.
Yeah. So I'm gonna break up with you because
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
hold me back. The
Yeah.
dinner too. Sorry, I was thinking
Yeah,
about
the date.
The date. I'm gonna break up with you because I know that you're gonna ask me for more time, and I can't. I need a drum, and you're just not great enough, and I want to be great, so we're breaking up.
Yeah. And
Like, oh god.
and you don't want to date me because you won't have enough time for me because I'm going to hold you back from doing what you ultimately want to do, and that is drum. And he's like, yes.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And she goes, "Are you fucking out of your mind?" or something
Yeah.
like that. Are you fucking serious?
You're right. We shouldn't be dating. And it was like, damn, he just like threw that all away after like months of going to the movies and being like,
Yeah, and then calling her. I have a
oh yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I'll come with my boyfriend.
yeah. I think yeah, that really plays into how that end sequence goes. He just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
It's great. Go watch Whiplash.
Please do.
It's like one of those movies where a lot of fucking film bros say it's super overrated just because like everyone likes it, but it is so good. Why is Sarah here? Anyways, if we have to cut, there's someone that just arrived at my house, so um yeah, it's just yeah, so good.
It's great.
The best part, or I wouldn't say it's the best part, but the craziest part is the fact that this started as a short film and they would not get any money for it. Like this movie was not going to be made. They brought it to a short film like festival and it won the money to get made. So it was barely made. Like that's crazy. Like it's so good. And the fact that J.K. Simmons, like, before this movie, J.K. Simmons' best role is easily J. Jonah. It's not even close. He is J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, he
like,
really is.
and it's just like this actually rivals that role, which is just insane. Like he's in so many movies. But anyways, enough about that. Number one, I have The Shining. You know this. This is my favorite movie of all time. And we need to have Molly on the pod. She gave it a 1 out of 5, but that is
No way.
because can't finish it. She falls asleep every time we start watching it, and she refuses to start watching it again because she will fall back asleep.
Oh.
But I personally think that Jack Torrance is just such a good fucking character.
The descent into madness.
It's like the perfect case study of just going absolutely mad in like an area. Like
yeah.
just like there's the people that like are like this movie's super slow, it's not scary. It's not about that.
Yeah.
It's like the descent to madness is just unbelievably shown here. The Jack Torrance character is just so good. Wendy and Red Rum.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people give Wendy shit, but she plays her role well. I know she's quite annoying at times, but what are you gonna do?
She's easily like the worst part about that movie, but
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Also, if you have Letterboxd, Patreon, there's a fucking horrendous poster for Shining with her face on it. I think I've shown you.
yeah, you have.
But anyways, I think there's a time in my life where this movie could just go down just because I will not watch it in a while, or
Yeah.
like I have more current favorites, but I think this movie will always be like one of my favorite movies. It's just so good. And apparently, like the craziest part about it is like apparently like everyone hated it when it came out. It like got no recognition for the awards, and it just only got better with time apparently. So
Wow.
like no, like it got no awards that year for anything. Like I'm forgetting the name of the main actor, the guy,
Jack.
Jack Nicholson.
Nicholson. Yeah, I
Like
knew that.
like apparently around that time people are like saying this is like one of his worst roles he's ever done too, which is just like insane. Anyways, Shining, great movie. Give it the time and patience to watch it. It's very good. So, yeah.
All right, and at number one, I have Spirited Away. This is another Studio Ghibli movie. Yeah, as you can see, like 90% of my list was recency bias, but this
Such a Ghibli guy.
just wait till you watch them. And if it's not your thing, not your thing. But the stories for like every single one I've watched so far are so crazy. It's just, let's see. How do I explain this movie simply?
Spirits go bye-bye.
I mean, also true. Basically this family of three move to a new house, except they decide to take a detour, and then they come across like this mystical door which they go through. And then there's this like giant market. It's like daytime and they're the only ones there. And then the parents are like, look at all this food. And they start eating the food. And then all of a sudden, they can't like stop eating the food. And then the daughter goes over this bridge and she starts to see other people. And this guy's like, you gotta get your parents out of there now. Otherwise, they're gonna like turn into something you don't want them to turn into. And then they do. And then she has to like figure out how to get them back into humans. So,
Goofy Coco.
kind of. And then yeah, it's like one of the craziest like movies I've seen concept wise. It's like, oh, I guess this makes sense. And then everything sort of has this order, and like the characters are like really really good. Just the ideas for everything they put in the movie is like really creative, and the animation style is also great. It's very good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I don't know how many of those. There's probably over 20. I just said probably twice. There's probably over 20
I
of
think
those
so.
movies, so it probably would take a little bit to do it. So maybe we'll do it over time. But I also want to blare off some random movies I've just been thinking about that could easily be in my top 10 one day, or are just close enough. I have Soul. I fucking love Soul. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like the tame version of Whiplash. Minus the whole spirit thing, obviously.
Yeah.
I have The Black Swan, which I don't know if that's a movie you've seen.
I have not.
It is a movie led by Natalie Portman, and it is like the perfect foil for Whiplash. It is a scary movie where she wants to be like a dancer, and it's pretty much exactly like Whiplash but dancing. Like she goes insane like to be great. Creepy ass shit. But it's one of those movies where it's like veering not horror, and it's also like, I don't know what else it'd be, like thriller maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
It probably wouldn't be a movie we'd watch for the horror marathon, but just genuinely like she won the actor of the year for that movie that year for the Oscars, like best actress. So insane. So I don't know if you have any that you can just think of off the top of your head.
Um, I mean, there's plenty of more movies I could say. Like, I could have put Halloween on there. Like, great.
Surprised Creep made it over Halloween.
It's just, it's just monumental to me. Like, just what they were able to do with it.
That's fair.
Like, what they had, just, I've never seen something on that type of budget that's been better. So,
For me, it's Hell House. Hell House is really fucking
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to think about because, like, actually, I'm gonna compare. You can keep talking. I want to see the difference between budget for those two movies. I feel like Hell House had to have been a little bit more.
Yeah, it really depends if the guys in Creep like own that cabin already, because then they wouldn't even rent it. They just go there. And the Hell House, that place was like clearly abandoned already.
Yeah, which is really interesting. Jesus Christ. It's like trying to get me to sign up for some shit, and I don't want to. I just want to know how much the movie costs to make. How much did it cost to make Creep? Yes. Guess the budget for Creep.
I looked it up once, and wasn't it like 15K?
Lower.
Yes. 10K.
Lower.
5?
Lower.
2?
Lower.
1?
Lower.
Like $600?
$500 fucking dollars.
That's insane. Like the profit? That's insane.
It was filmed with a single camera and a crew of 3 people. The movie was largely improvised. That was a Bible that only had bare bones. Makes sense.
Like, that's how talented they are. Like,
I love the main actor in Creep. I don't know his name. He's just an insane actor. He's in other shit too. His name is Mark Duplass. He's in a show. I swear to God.
yeah, no, I remember seeing him in something else, and I was like, no way.
I cannot find it right now, but insane actor. Anyways,
$500?
I don't remember reading that the first time, but that's what Google told me.
Jesus Christ. Like, it makes sense.
I'm gonna bother looking at Hell House. It's obviously more than $500 for that movie. It had to have been. There's like 8 actors in that movie.
So many people.
Yeah, compared to 3.
And like one of them wasn't on screen. Well, one of them was like the other voice on the phone.
I guess, but like that could have been anyone. It could have been like one of their like friends.
Yeah.
Hey, can you read this for us on the phone?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was literally Mark Duplass, the other actor, and the cameraman. That was the only people there.
Yeah.
Katie Aselton was
Probably,
that
like-
voice actor. Apparently she's in a lot of fucking movies.
Oh.
She's also a director. And then the other guy is only in Creep movies, and then he was a director for 13 though.
Huh.
Oh. So Mark Duplass, Joseph, was the main guy, but he's been in so much other shit. And then Aaron, the other guy in it, the guy that's creeped, is the director of the movie.
I did know that one of them, like,
I thought it was Mark Duplass that was the director, so that was shocking to me. Anyways, sorry, we're rambling now. That's our top 10 favorite movies right now. We're going to be doing this, like I said, 3-4 times a year. Probably quarterly, I'd imagine. Just
Yeah.
why not? It's a fun segment. Maybe we'll do our top 10 least favorite movies coming up pretty soon. I already know one of those movies that's going to be in that.
Yep.
Let's see. What else do we got going? This, like I said, not final product of the set. We have,
It'll constantly be changing.
yeah, exactly. I want a shelf behind me. We are looking into better production lighting, and maybe we'll be using our phones as cameras in the
Yeah.
future. So we got a lot of shit coming, so don't worry about it. Expect a guest soon. This is coming out Tuesday, so I can't say next week because I'm not totally sure.
Maybe
what week.
later this week. We'll
Yeah,
see.
maybe Friday, maybe next Tuesday. We'll see. But thank you guys for watching. Go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify.
Comment, subscribe. Please show some support.
Give away 100. See you guys next time.
See ya.